Hi there, Taurus. Healing Grasshopper here to do your last reading in March, the 25th to the 31st. Hold on. Let's find my pendulum. This is ours, reversed. Okay. This is what we want to see. Seven of Wands. This is fast movement, things happening quickly. Now, we're going to see what effects this has in a moment. Wheel of Fortune, very nice. This is ours. Reversed. Okay, good. I'm glad to see it. Okay, so the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands is, like I said, fast paced, but it can be one of two things, like things falling into place quickly, which is a positive, or the negative, like incoming, overwhelming, everything happening at once, right? But you have an upright Wheel of Fortune next to it, which is the positive. You've got things falling into place in your favor, okay? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is an energy that calls for patience. The Knight of Pentacles knows that he is on the right path. He knows that he is headed towards something desirable. So he knows, I call this the Rome wasn't built in a day card. You know, he knows that, good things come to those who wait. Now I'm going to throw a whole bunch of cliches at you. Um, But he knows that everything in due timing and in divine timing. So um, that is definitely the energy and the attitude that you should carry. But it's very, very easy to have this attitude when you see things falling into place. It's the difficulty comes when nothing's happening and there's you know stagnancy in your life. But um, this is nice to be able to see things falling into place. And it's like all you need to do is either wait or just maintain your current level of effort. Um, like whatever you're doing right now is is good. There's nothing missing in any of um, your efforts. Like you're going at the right pace. Um, the magician is manifestation. This talks about you having all the tools at your fingertips that you need to create whatever it is for yourself. He's got all of the tarot elements here. Um, he's got, or the natural elements, earth, air, fire, water. He's got it all here. Pentacle, cup, wand, and sword. He's got it all, and he's creating heaven on earth, as above, so below, right? So having the magician and the wheel of fortune in your reading is a really good sign, too. This is really um, you efficiently working at creating what you want, and the universe backing you up and meeting you halfway there. Any of these ours? No, that was a fumble. Sorry, guys. Let's see what your center card is. By the way, guys, please like and subscribe. It's a quick gesture that costs you nothing and really does help me out. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. But even if you feel you are, have a quick look and see if you really are, because YouTube is weird that way. If you're not, please do. Um, I thank you for your support. Is this reversed? No. Okay. Hmm. I gotta say, guys, I'm surprised to see this here. This is the nine of cups. Hold on, let's get a sip of water. Um, did I say the nine of cups? The nine of wands you have here. This is like the second time. Okay, no. Okay, I see it now. Sometimes it takes a few seconds for the full energy to download in my head. Um, this is I call the sick and tired card. The wounded warrior card. A lot of people call it as well. Um, this guy has put forth a whole lot of effort. That's what all of these wands are behind him, and he's taken a pause here, and you can tell he's been through it because he's got a bandage on his head. He's had a rough time of it, and he's like, "Ooh, should I keep going or shouldn't I?" Um, so this just represents your current position, which doesn't at all affect what we just talked about. This is just how you feel in the present, which is how most of the signs feel and have been feeling for the past many, many years, right? But there is a change in energy happening here where um, there is a whole lot of support from the universe coming to allow us to change our positions. Um, we've all been going through somewhat of a karmic lesson, a karmic time in our lives where we have had a lot of difficulties, a lot of what feels like resistance when we're trying to build something. Um, but here comes the supportive energy. And this week is going to begin that period of lightning where you feel less burdened than you did in the past. So, this is the energy that you're currently in that is starting to change in this week. Okay? What else we have for Taurus? Okay. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, see? This is you maintaining. This guy is juggling Pentacles on terra firma here, on firm ground, with a turbulent sea behind him. This is maintaining with perfect skill in the midst of chaos, right? So this is talks about while conditions aren't as favorable as you would like them to be, you still are able to maintain your um your speed, and your efforts. You may feel a little tired, but you're able to move forth. And it's also too that there's a bit of like a boost is the word that I'm looking for. This is a boost. It's kind of like, when you're riding a bicycle, you know, and you're going uphill and it's like, oh, it's really hard to pedal. And then the ground starts to even out and you still have to pedal, but it's like it's easier. Or, you can switch gears a little and it makes the effort a little smoother. That's what this is like here. Things are going to feel smoother. This is not ours. Okay, fumble. I'm sure that's ours. This is ours. Reversed. The Seven of Cups. Here is opportunity at your fingertips. See, this guy is standing in front of all these cups being presented to him, and it's up to him what he's going to choose here. So, this is a situation that always requires discernment. Okay, we might as well have one more. One more, please. Of course. Who was it that got this? I think it was Aquarius. Aquarius was having this really great reading, right? And then he got two cards for they got two cards for the outcome here. And the devil was the second outcome card. And I was like, of course. When things are going well for you, the devil always wants to show up and wreck it for you. But we're not concerned about that. The devil has no power. And once you really realize that, this energy is not going to bother you. Here's the thing, though. The beautiful thing here is you've got the Five of Cups here, which is a focus on difficulty in the past, right? And we talked about this up here. This is how you feel in the present, but this is saying based on what's happened to you in the past. Um, but here, attached to it, you have opportunity. And what he's focused on here is what's happened in the past, the spilt milk card, I call this. A lot of people call it. Um, Behind him are upright cups. This is opportunity, opportunity, right? So, what this is saying here, these two cards together, is to pull your focus away from the past and really change your perspective on what's brewing right in front of you in the present. So that doesn't necessarily mean that something spectacular is happening to you in the present. But once you tell yourself that first of all, living in gratitude, being grateful for every tiny little thing, um, which helps you change your perspective and kind of directs your timeline to something more positive. Um, you start to see the opportunities emerging in front of you. Um, the Nine of Wands is about your anxieties. Um, this can be anything from relationships that are grating your nerves, but usually this is like, oh no, what am I going to do? Usually financially. Um, and it's under a pentacle card here. So I'm going to go out on a limb and two pentacle cards. I'm going to go out on a limb and, yeah, and say here that finances aren't at their best right now, that you are, um, you don't feel like you're maintaining financially the way you want to. Um, I would say a good 80% of folks now feel the same way. But that's definitely changing for you here. But here is the biggest problem here, that you have the outcome as the devil, which is not surprising. The devil would very much like, first of all, I talk about the devil, and most readers will talk about the devil personified, right? So, and I'm going to continue to talk about him personified. But what he really is everything in our lives that makes us feel trapped and stagnant and helpless. And a lot of the times it has to do with our shadows and what our egos tell us, you know, that everything is bad, that we are trapped, there's nothing we can do, that kind of thing. Okay? So, and the other part of this is that since this is what we are telling ourselves, we have a choice between whether we're going to accept that in our lives or we are going to empower ourselves and say that we can overcome whatever it is that is giving us stress. Like, say, your finances. Yes, your finances are not where they are right now, but I have the power to overcome this, especially because I have help from the universe and help from spirit, right? That you are not bound to this situation. And that's what this is depicting here, these two people who are loosely attached to the devil. If they had the right mindset, they would realize that they can, you know, unattach themselves, untether themselves, and walk away from the devil if they want to. But they are choosing to stay here, right? Because they have told themselves that they don't have any other option. You see? So there needs to be a change in mindset here where you tell yourself that number one, that you're grateful, but number two, that you have all the power and gifts given to you from the universe to overcome your worries. And that you, in that very day, could be right now, decide that you are going to push through this and get to what is promised to you, which is plenty of opportunity. And once you do that, you're going to see things starting to change in front of you, right? Because again, you've got to meet the universe halfway. The universe is changing the energy, the atmosphere around you to be more supportive. So you need to do the work internally to connect with that and tell yourself, I am. There's a mantra that I use that you're welcome to use. I'm loved, I'm blessed, I'm protected, I'm supported. Right? You are blessed. You're blessed. Okay? So let's get out the pendulum. We have clarity. No, advice. Higher self, sacred destiny. Whispers of love. Whispers of love. Okay. I have many more decks, but those are the three that um, the spirit likes to use most of the time. Whispers of love we're doing today. It's a very big deck. Can't shovel this one. This one. Okay. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have fundamental need to take a break. Okay. So this this line right here really is what this card is talking about. Rest and relaxation. Okay. So we have a fundamental need to take a break. So Knight of Pentacles knows that that's true, right? Knight of Pentacles is an energy of progress, but steady progress where things like rest and relaxation and reflection is included in this. He is not in a hurry. He knows that, self-care and taking the time to pause is just as important as moving forward, right? And taking a break is what is going to fuel this steady power that the Two of Pentacles has here, right? He has infinite juggling here, right? But in order for him to continue, there's got to be breaks every now and then. Here, here is the energy that you need to change, right? There is the energy that you need to adopt and the energy that you need to adjust away from, which is your anxiety. Okay, guys? I think that's a pretty clear message from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Um, if you have any questions, if you want to tell me how this resonates, um, suggestions, anything at all, please don't hold back. It really does make my day to hear from my viewers, um, especially because I'm a small content creator with a small channel, um, which can be sometimes discouraging and make me feel like this. So, any communication from you guys is very encouraging to me. So, I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And by the way, I answer every single one of my comments. So, you can expect to hear from me. Um, please like and subscribe. It's a quick gesture, costs you nothing, and really does help me out. So, thank you for the support. And those of you who are already subscribed, kisses and hugs to you. I appreciate every single one of you. Um, if you're really inclined to helping this channel, number one, please share this channel with whomever you feel might enjoy it or need it. Um, but also have a look at the playlist section. I have many of them made. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks, as you're winding down in bed and even sleeping, because watch hours are what a channel like this one needs to grow and thrive. Okay, guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for staying until the end. That means a lot to me. I will speak to you soon and enjoy your week. Love, light, and many blessings.